Oba Tiluwo. So all this we'll get to know. He was the past chairman in Ibadan in taxation, served in CITN in many capacities. He has to tell us that. He's an author. Wow. He's a paper presenter and what have you. So, like I said, he's a distinguished Nigerian. So join me as I have a chat with him to know about all these things, how he made it, you know. He's a public administrator, he's into politics, I think so. He's also a finance guru. So Dr. Prince Oyebade Oyedepo, you're welcome to the program for today.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me once again.
It's a pleasure, sir. So we'll start. Let's get to know you. I only say a few things about you.
Yes.
All these things we want to know. The schools you went to. Yeah.
Dr. Prince Oyebade Oyedepo. Born on the 18th day of May 1964.
Okay.
May this year I'll be 62.
Wow. You don't look it.
Thank you very much. It's the grace of God and you too.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yes, I was born at Irua. So the headquarters of Brapa is Kakome.
Yeah.
I was born into the family of late Pa Rahim Ajani Oyedepo.
Okay.
And late Alaja Sariyo Oyedepo. I was born into a family of 8. I happened to be number 5.
Wow.
I went to local authority primary school in Irua. I also went to Ibora High School.
Okay.
Ibora. Then for my A-level, I studied at the Faculty of Education, University of Ibadan.
Okay.
Extramural class for my external examination in A-levels. In 1986, I sat for 3 papers in GCA levels. I passed 2. And
GCA levels?
Yes. And with that, I enrolled for the examination of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria.
Okay.
I attended Center for Professional School. And between 1987 and 1991, I wrote the examinations and I qualified as a chartered
accountant.
Thereafter, I proceeded to Ladoke Akotola University of Technology for my MBA, and I had it in 2008.
Okay.
And I was the class governor when I did my MBA. I was conferred with a doctorate degree in public administration at Prowess University, Delaware, USA in 2023. And like you said, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a tax practitioner. I'm a chartered forensic accountant, stroke auditor, stroke investigator. I'm an author. I've written books. I've written 4 books published. And I'm a public affairs analyst. My 12 years of highly sought after. Then my professional journey, before I talk more about my background. Okay. My professional journey, I happen to have served as the chairman of ICANN and CIT Ibadan Society. And not only that, I served as the zonal chairman of ICANN for the South, Southwest, including Lagos. And served as a council member of ICANN at the national. And your state here, I've been privileged to serve your state right from the time of the military in 1996. I served as an administrative, as a member of an administrative panel. Okay. A member of the Judicial Commission of Inquiry. I served as the Rapporteur General of the first Stakeholders Forum on Taxation, during the period of the late governor from Bomosho. Then also I've had calls, to be consulted by the state government to recruit a substantive author general for local government in the state. before serving as a member of Oyo State Anti-Corruption
Agency.
Then you mentioned about my family background. Born and bred in Irua, into a royal family.
Okay, so that's where the prince came.
Yes, my great-grandfather was a king, the hero of Irua, between 1911 to 1921. So the royalty has been with us. And when you are talking about royalty, there are several things that made up royalty. The way you talk, your character, your disposition, your character, integrity, and above all, your ability to achieve something. You must be a go-getter, because you have a root, a known root, and you always want to aspire to get to the top. And that has been my driving force ever since I was a toddler, even a youth. I wanted to get to the top. And I also always wanted to put myself forward to service. And that accounted for the reason why I've occupied those positions.
Yeah. And
I told you, I'm an author. I've served as a vice chairman of Association of Nigeria Authors, Oyo State chapter. So to tell you that my service is not related, restricted to finance.
Finance, yeah.
It is diverse. So that's my background. And when you are given birth by somebody, you want to look like that person.
Yeah.
They said, a lion gives birth to a lion. A dwarf gives birth to a dwarf.
Yeah.
My father was a disciplinarian. My father was very focal. My father was, straightforward. His words were his bond. So right from when I was, a toddler, I wanted to take after him.
After him. Yeah.
He was, an illiterate, but well focused, and he trained all accordingly. Ditto to my mother. My mother was not that a disciplinarian, but he was also strict, very amiable, pleasant personality. In terms of color, I look like my mom.
I was going to ask, who did you take? Who do you look like?
Then my brothers also, are fantastic. We have the history of getting to the top in my family. I have senior brothers, who are chartered accountants, who are town planners, and I have junior ones who are also chartered accountants, who are engineers. So we are well focused and disciplined, my family. And I accounted for where I am today, to the glory of God. And I'm a Christian.
Despite the fact that you have a Muslim background.
Despite the fact that I have Muslim. And we collaborate.
Yeah.
We don't distinguish, ourselves by religion. No.
I mean, there is no home that you won't have Christians and Muslims. So
during the Leah festival, you see that.
Yeah.
During the Christmas and New Year festival, they also see them.
Okay.
So we relate very well.
Okay.
They are good brothers and sisters.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Now, can we say that the leadership qualities that you have, can we say it's innate because you are from a royal family, or that you, because you find yourself in such positions, you don't know to lead and lead right?
Both. Innate. Like I told you, I'm conscious of the fact that I'm from a royal family.
Yeah.
And that anybody that is from a royal family should always aspire to lead.
Yeah.
So I'm conscious of that. So that is innate. Then also, I also built on that quality. I built on it, and I never look back. Never renege. You know, so and that has assisted me. It's one thing to be born, you know, with those qualities. It's another thing for you to build on it. You know, so we have two things, you know, that actually work for me.
Okay.
Innate, you know, quality, and the fact that I also build
on it.
Conscious and intentional.
Okay. Now, thank you, sir. Let me also ask, now as someone from the royal family, can we say that you came from a really reality, that you have everything working for you, maids are there, you know, people doing everything for you? Like if you are from a really royal family that have everything?
No, you know, well, you know, we were comfortable.
Okay.
My parents were comfortable, and in spite of the fact that they were comfortable, they didn't let that one, you know, affect our upbringing negatively.
Okay. Okay.
You know, my father would tell us, you know, even if I have riches, you know, and you are not educated, you know, you may not be able to sustain, you know, the wealth. What I will give you is education. And you know, mention some people that see this person, see the height they have attained in life. You know, always endeavor to attain it and surpass it. You know, so it's not because it's not that we had everything in excess, but we had it moderately. You know, so we didn't suffer anything, we didn't lack anything growing up. Our parents provided it. You know, they provided good clothing, they provided good mobility, they provided good education, you know, they provided good accommodation. You know, so they provided everything we needed. But like I said, they didn't let that enter our head in such a way that we lose strength, you know, of our focus. Okay.
So as a prince, are we looking at a future of a
you know, you see, you know, if somebody is born as a prince, he has that mentality and the consciousness that one day he can become a king. You know, the good thing is that it is God that, you know, creates people to become, you know, prince or princess. And any prince, you know, can be made a king.
Okay.
Although you may not be able to, you know, identify that person growing up. So when you are conscious of that, you know you can become a king anytime. And that's why I say you walk towards it.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm not really at that possibility. God so desire that I become a king in future. Okay. I'm not old, you know, to become a king, and that's it.
I pray God grants us the good desires of our hearts.
Amen.
Now you said you have written so many books. Is it on accounting? Is it on taxation? What books?
You know, I'm privileged to write 4 books on finance. Finance. And I've also written my autobiography.
Okay.
And by prayer of God, you know, I have, you know, not less than 50 articles to my credit. Okay. You know, and I've delivered over 100 public lectures. You know, so
impressive.
You know, I'm into writing, you know, and in public speaking. Okay. And so that's it. On the issue of work of we call it work of intellectual property. Yeah. Writing of books. You know, another one is ongoing. Okay. You know, to be finished within the next couple of. You know, and one thing about the public speaking is that you must be focal. You know, and you know, so you shouldn't be somebody that's always, you know, afraid to speak out of mind. Yeah. You know, so that helped me. And like I told you, it's an innate attribute taken from my father. built upon by me consciously and intentionally.
Okay.
You know, so that has been the motivation for me. Then secondly, the fact that I always want to impart knowledge.
Okay.
And one of the ways by which you can impart knowledge is through writing. You know, so when you document things, you know, anybody can read it. Even people are beyond this generation who read it, you know, and get one or two things from it to develop yourself. You know, so that also encouraged me. That also motivated me. You know, it's just like this act of public speaking. You know, it's almost on a daily basis on radio, television program. You know, what's the motivation? Is to impart knowledge.
Okay.
You know, tell people how best to do things. Tell those in government, you know, the right policies and how they should implement it for the betterment of the society. So, you know, that has been the guiding principles. You know, to impact people and impact society at large. You know, so I intend to continue with that.
Okay.
And let me even tell you this. You know, for the past 4 or 5 years, you know, I've introduced, you know, a colloquium.
Okay.
You know, public lecture. You know, to mark my birthday. So every year. Day of May, you know, I organize public lectures, colloquium, just to impact people. You know, and impact the society at large.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, that's one of the ways to give back to society.
I think we need all this because, you know, the way we are going in the society, we need to know the right things to do, how to go about it, and if there are people ready to impart such knowledge in us, I think it's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's talk about your appointment by the governor, His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde, Governor of your state. He appointed you as a member of Oyaka. What's the link? You are an analyst, a public speaker, you are a finance person, and you are author. So when we are talking about Oyaka, talking about corruption, so what's the link between all this and this agency? Is it by merit or are you into politics? So let's...
Like I told you, you know, this will not be the first time I'll be serving on your state government. I've never been a politician.
And you don't intend being one?
I don't intend being one. I've never identified with them. You know, I don't have any political party, you know, that I attend their functions. No. You know, I don't even know very many of them.
But His Excellency must have seen something in you.
And that's what I said. You know, I've served, you know, your state government in many capacities.
Okay.
Despite the fact that, you know, I don't know any one of them. And they have always identified me. You know, so the scripture said that the gift of a man, you know, will make way for him. You know, and that has been the trend. You know, during the swearing-in ceremony of the board members of Oyo State Anti-Corruption Agency, way back about 5 years ago, the Excellency said it openly. You know, he said, I've never met, you know, in my life before. He said, you know, have we met? Have we ever talked before? I said, no. He even said it openly. You know, so that goes to show that, you know, the appointment was on merit. On merit. Not, you know, based on any combination whatsoever. And, you know, ever appointment, I've never seen him, you know, more than once or twice, you know, on one-on-one. You know, so, you know, what we have only to do is to do our job. You know, the outcome of our work, you know, speaks for them. You know, so, and the fact that I'm in Loyal, you know, is a reflection of the fact that Mr. Governor wants people of integrity, and he wants people, you know, that knows the job, to be in the board. Just as he has appointed the chairman of the agency, Honorable Justice Enyeso, because of her pedigree and her profession. It's the same way he has appointed some of us to complement the work of Honorable Justice Enyeso. Because I'm into finance, I'm into auditing. So, and we use the knowledge of my background and that of my chairman and other members of the board to build the Oyaka of high repute, and which have become the envy of so many organizations. I can tell you, not less than 5 or 6 days, have come to understand the way we do things in the state anti-corruption agency.
That's great.
So, and the agency has made a lot of mark. And has recorded so many
achievements. I was going to ask that
within this short period of time.
So
kudos to the Excellency for thinking it expedient, to set up that agency. And put people of high integrity, people of a blemished character, in the board of the agency. And not, interfering in the affairs of the agency. If we have people like that on the board, and the governor interferes, they may not be able to achieve anything. We are able to achieve substantially because the people on the board are people of integrity, good character, and the fact that the governor is not interfering.
In essence, we have the right people occupying the right position.
Oh, of course, yes.
It's been wonderful having this session with you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Prince Oyebade Oyedepo, FCA. I thank you very much for being part of the show for today. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm sure a viewer out there have learned one thing or the other from you. Well, we have been having conversation with Dr. Prince Oyebade Oyedepo, FCA, a man of many parts, as you have seen on the program. I'm sure you have enjoyed every bit of the interview segment for this day, and if you have, please join us. Until then, bye for now.